question you're asking is, when you start to be devotional to the Lord, is it possible that a human can provide the same type of love that you can get from the Lord? Is that right? Can anyone else replace it? You see, once you find yourself in a relationship with the Lord, it's really one-way traffic. You can't really turn back. And the reason why you can't turn back is you can't change what's happened. You see, once you're on the pathway with the Lord and you start to realize that your life is transforming and certain things you're learning and certain things start to make sense, there is no reason to turn back anymore, because nothing in life compares. And this is the challenge. In life, in the material world, we try to find happiness, we try to find love, we try to find able to do certain things in our life, but all those things provide us with temporary happiness. When we find true love with the Lord, we start to realize that there is no longer a timeline. He doesn't just love you for 5 minutes. I'll give you this idea. When I was a teenager, I had this vision in life that I'm going to get married later on, and when I marry someone, I'm going to grow old with them and get long grey hair, and that's my life. But I was a fool. I was a fool to think that, because there is no one in life who can give me any guarantees. You see, the moment I start to have a relationship with someone else, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a love relationship, or even an arranged relationship, or just a work colleague, the moment you are engaged with another person, you're out of control of the situation. At any moment in time, they can say goodbye. They can say, I want something different. They can say, I don't feel we have that relationship anymore. But the one thing with the Lord that's so different to everyone else, you see, we live in a society nowadays which I call a disposable society. We buy things and we throw things away. Years ago, we didn't. In old village life, you recycled and upcycled and upcycled and found new uses and new uses for everything. Now, we buy things, it doesn't work anymore, or it's old, we throw it away. And we replace it with something new. How many times do you replace your phone, which isn't broken, which isn't that old? We buy new ones because there's new technology. We get jealous of other people. So we live in a disposable world, and unfortunately in relationships as well, we live in a world of disposable relationships. When I was young, I had this ideal that marriage was life. It was a lifelong commitment. And you say vows in sickness and in health, in good times and bad times, that you'll stick together. But no, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way anymore. But the one thing with the Lord is this: the Lord will never leave you. I tell you this now, if you did something bad in your life, the Lord is not going to say, you're a bad person, go away. I don't want you. He's never going to say that to you. What he's going to say to you is, are you going to learn your lesson? Are you prepared to become a better version of yourself? Are you going to come forward and realize actually that we do in what the material world call mistakes, but in the Krishna consciousness they're not mistakes, they're lessons. So even if you do something wrong or bad, but you're prepared to learn, the Lord said that's good enough. That's good enough. I don't care what you've done in the past, I will forgive you. On the basis you're prepared to learn and become a better version of yourself and be a better person in society. And this is the beauty about the Lord. It's so beautiful, and that's why the Lord is so different to any other person in this universe or on this planet. Because I tell you this now, there is no one ever in this world who is going to stick by you, whatever. There is no one. No one at all. And I've got the experiences. I've had 2 wives leave me. I was a very, very devotional person, but still not good enough. I accept responsibility for everything that's happened in my life. I don't blame them at all, but it helps me to appreciate that there is nothing permanent about life. Nothing permanent about what we think, what we know, what we do, or who we meet, or who we have in our lives. They are temporarily and only temporarily in our lives. But the moment the Lord comes into our life, then there is no one else that can compete with the Lord. And it's beautiful, because all I want to do now is serve the Lord, serve the Lord, serve the Lord. And that is what true love is about. Not desiring, not wanting, not hankering, not lusting. Just serving out of pure love. And the Lord shares the most intimate, personal love relationship than anyone else is capable of. Because I tell you this now, we can't do it, because we can't just give and give and give and give and give and give and only give. We want, we need, I need, I, me, mine, my needs, my desires, my lust, my hankering. We can't do it. But when we realize and appreciate what the Lord is doing in our lives, what is planning in our lives, what He's already planned and given us already, then we realize true love is wishing to serve and serve and serve. And I wake up every day thinking, how can I learn to serve the Lord today? Can I do something more? Can I serve this way? Can I serve that way? Serving the Lord by doing something like I'm doing here, working in the kitchens, working in the gardens, making garlands, doing some cleaning, helping other devotees, doing something good for society. So in answer to your question, when you find true love with the Lord, you can't replace it with another human being. It's impossible. Now it doesn't mean you can't have other people in your life, but they can't be the same as God. And the only way that you can actually have a purer relationship is if you both agree to make the Lord the centre of your relationship. Yes, but the Lord has to be the centre. The Lord has to be the centre. You can still share love, but it'll be a different form of love. But the Lord has to be the centre. Because the moment you lose the Lord out of your centre, you'll lose your footing. And everything you've gained so far in your devotion will start to dissipate into bad habits. Oh, I maybe won't go to temple here, or maybe I won't do arati there, or maybe I won't do so much Maha Mantra, or maybe I won't read so often. Because obviously a lot of people are our distraction as well. You see, I don't actually have the time to spend any time with building a relationship. It means I would have to give up my time for the Lord. I can't do that. I can't. It's impossible. And I won't. I can't sacrifice my time to serve the Lord, to serve another person, apart from a devotee. I don't have the time. And I don't want to create the time, because it means taking it away from the Lord. And that is destructive for me. I can't do it. I feel like I can't do it. But that's me. That's where I am with my love relationship with the Lord. And that's what I feel in this moment in time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'd like to ask you to do something. Can you just open up any page of the Bhagavad Gita? Any page. What page? What page? 518, chapter 11, verse 48. Okay, so this is a chapter about the Lord in his universal form. And it reads, O best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine. For neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penances, can I be seen in this form in the material world. You see, unless we make the Lord our centre of our lives and spiritualize absolutely everything in our lives, and what I mean is everything that I think is about the Lord. Everything that I do is about the Lord. Everything I talk about is about the Lord. Everything I chant is about the Lord. Everything I read is about the Lord. Everything I listen to is about the Lord. There is nothing else to do apart from the Lord. And when you make him the centre of your life, as he says in this verse, then we can start to transform ourselves into the transcendental stages. But if we just study and don't put it into practice of devotional service, then we can't get to these points of experiencing this love relationship with the Lord. You see, I'll give you an example. You can study to be a doctor, but you go from one university to the next university and next university, you get loads and loads of qualifications, but until you get into a hospital and put it into practical use, what you studied doesn't do anything. Yes? And it's the same thing with the Lord. I can read about the Lord, I can talk about the Lord, but until I actually serve the Lord and make it the absolute centre, then I can't transcend towards the spiritual world. I can't transcend to the point where the Lord plays a more central role in my life. So it's not just about reading or learning, it's putting it all into practical use. And that's paramount. And this is why the Lord chose this verse for you. Chapter 11, verse 48, because this is what he wants to share with you. And it's beautiful, and this is how he talks to you. Hare Krishna.